Welcome, it's Lauren. I am a design team member for iCrafter. Today I am going to create a kind of a Hawaiian sunset themed card using the new Doodle Monstera Leaves die set along with the circles die set from iCrafter, and then a bunch of different cardstock papers that I pulled from my stash in kind of sunset, colors you would see in a sunset in Hawaii. So here I am. I'm just creating kind of a sunset using torn strips. So I just kind of tear the strips across and fit them in overlapping underneath the previous color to create my sunset. And here I am just kind of working on my card design, and you'll see how I just kind of tear the different papers and tuck them in behind. And I used that the circle to create the sun, which I will tuck in behind the pink to make it look like the sun is setting. And then included in the die set is the word aloha, and you get the word die and then also the shadow for the word. And I cut that the shadow in a little bit deeper shade of yellow than the sun, and then the aloha in more of a golden yellow color. And then there are like a few different leaves, Monstera leaves, in this die set, and I used 3 of the bases, so it cuts the kind of the base of the leaf, and I cut them in colors of aqua. And here you can see I don't like it with that don't like that shade of aqua in the sunset, so I pull in a kind of a purplish color that I think works much better for a sunset than that other color I had. And then I can use the same kind of greens that I had for the leaves. And then I'm just kind of working on how my placement will be on my card. And then once I have that set, then I just start adhering things together. So first I'm going to adhere my word onto the shadow, and I'm using like a fine tipped glue, a barely art glue. It's great for getting in nooks and crannies or small die cuts. And then that will be going on the center of the sun, so just like that. But then I start adhering my strips, and you'll notice that I place the glue on the bottom portion of the strip. That way I can slip the next color in behind. So I just leave the top portion. I'll leave a top portion blank without glue so that I can slip the color in underneath it. And you can see I'm fiddling like crazy here with this pink one. But then I realize, wait a second, I did not put in the right color. So I end up taking out my pink, and fortunately, the glue hadn't dried yet, so I pull out the pink and put in that salmon or peachy color, and yeah, that works better. And then I re-glue the pink and place that in, and then of course I just glue the other colors. And I noticed, or after I glue in the purple, then I'll be placing my sun in behind the pink one. And I put a little bit of glue on the bottom portion of the sun, so I put it on the front and the back so that it adheres well. And I tuck it in behind to make it look like the sun is setting a little. And then this blue had a little point on it, so I wanted to flatten that out. And I did that to the next shade of blue as well. When I tore them, they had kind of like a peak that I didn't quite like, so I wanted to get them a little more flattened. So you'll see me take off this peak as well. And then I adhere that one on. And then I go ahead and trim off the overhanging excess of those strips from the top and then the side, and then adhere on my aloha onto the sun. And then I will also adhere on my monstera leaves at the base of the sun as well. And then, you know, when I was finished this card, I looked at it and I wasn't, you know, I liked the design, but I wasn't thrilled with that sand on the bottom. So I decided to take that one off and have more lighter sand. And so I created 3 other strips, so 3 more strips, but different shades to look more like sand. So you'll see here how I have taken off the craft on the bottom and placed the other colored strips. And I think that, you know, I think it came out better. It looks a lot better than just the craft. You'll see. So there it is, the 3 different colors. And then I trimmed off the excess. So thanks for visiting. That's my card for today. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and check back often for more card inspiration and paper crafting ideas and tutorials. Thanks again.